All right, my friends, today is day 13 or 14. I forget, so I'll have to put a note in here somewhere. Took a few days off due to bad weather and other things coming in, life and whatnot. But you've seen previous videos, chicken coop. We got to the point where the coop is ready for doors. So what I'm going to do, take some paneling, and I have 2 sheets of 4x8 paneling, the same as what's on the rest of the coop. We're just going to cut them in half and make 2 4-foot doors for each side. And then I'll have to obviously trim them down. We're going to have to trim them down so that the lines of the doors, the grooves, line up with the lines of the trim. Otherwise, I think it would look really bad. I'm going to go for a barn door style where you frame up the whole perimeter of the paneling to make it a little more rigid. But then also we're going to put the X on there because the brace from the top right to the bottom left where the hinges are is going to add support so that the door doesn't sag. That wooden brace at the angle will keep it locked in. And then we'll put the trim pieces on the other side so that it actually looks like a real X. First things first, let me measure out and figure out how wide we need to make this door to have the grooves line up between the chicken coop and the door. Don't do that. Make sure your sawhorses are out of the way. Find the side I like, which is obviously this is the bottom. We'll go up against the door, same. Is I also got some stuff I bought, liquid nails. It's getting a little old, but I dug out the tip so we can use some of this just to help it get stuck better. Rub it around a little, spread it in. I'm going to take some sandpaper to this eventually. I found this screw. I can go from the bottom so you don't see screw heads on the top, and it will fit in nicely, attach everything. Yeah, obviously this is not fresh liquid nails. Put the saw for weight yet again. So now we need our edges. A little mess up there. We'll put that on the outside. Let's cross our fingers. Does it fit? A little more snug than I was hoping. I could force it, but I don't want it to be quite that snug. So let's just shave a hair off. There we go. See, no wiggle. That's what I wanted. So what I need now is another long piece to put a bracing across this one. If I put this right at the edge. Now I got to do a 45 or whatever and a 45 to get it nosed right in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat. This is my solution. You do as you will. So many clamps. I am going to set it up where I just lop one piece off like that, and then this is going to nose right up into the corner, but we need to get the angle proper. So this side is going to go like that, where it goes into the corner as well. So the weight is here and there. So that's right in the corner. That one shifted as I moved, obviously. That's right in the corner. And I am not an expert carpenter, so being perfectly exact doesn't matter. We are learning as we go. Now, if I get this flush, hopefully that lines up. That's nice and flush. Come over here, right in the corner. Wow. Luck of the draw there. Moment of truth. Oh, look at that. That works quite well. We're in the corner. That line down there is in the corner. You guys can see it better than me. We're going to mark where we're going to butt up against. I'm hoping all this works out. Otherwise, I have to delete a bunch of video. I think that will. I guess cut here, slide it down, put the other side. There you go. We need this line. Let's see how this looks. Move a bunch of junk out of the way. There you go. We are having a door once it's screwed and glued. So let's put nice and snug. I like that. Let's put this piece in first. Not a lot of room to wiggle it to make sure the glue is all secure, is there? So on the back side, we'll flip it. We'll draw a line from that screw to that screw. And that should tell us where we need to put the other screws. a lot of glue for this little piece. Trust me, if I was paying full price for these liquid nails, I would not be using that much. I might not even be using it all. Let's draw some lines and start the screws. Actually, I don't even need a draw line, do I? Just go from the screw in the corner to the screw in the corner. And 2 more for that way. Cross our fingers. Yeah, it didn't suck up. How do I push this on this side while pushing on the other side? Oh, what if I put it on the sawhorse, shoved a scratch piece right there, so all the pressure as I hold it is on that board. I don't think that worked. I think that stripped. Oh. Sucked down, but let's put one more screw in there just to be safe. I don't know if it's sucked down because of pressure or actually the screw caught. I didn't like how that screw went in. See, they've been sucking into the wood a little bit. That one just spun. Let's actually move it. Okay, now let's take a look. There you go. 3 more doors. No sense in y'all watching all the boring stuff. You've seen 1, 2, 3, and 4 are going to be the same thing, right? I mean, just do this 3 more times. Oh, hinges. You need hinges. Let's put hinges on first. Then we'll do it 3 more times. So we want our hinges to be 6 inches up and 6 inches down. Right there for the bottom. Right there for the top. So what we're going to do is put the hinges where the pin is halfway through. Right, the pin itself, swing point, half the pin's going to be on this door, half the pin's going to be on the frame at the 6 inch mark. And right here, 6 inch mark, half the pin. There. Drill out these holes. Now, the astute eye might notice this hole is right beside the seam, but that's okay. I'm going to put some bolts in here, and I'm going to wedge it all together, so this tail piece of the hinge is going to crimp everything over here whenever I bolt it all together. So I did go to the hardware store and buy bolts, but I think I shorted myself. Did not count properly. Conceptually, here's what's going to happen while I go figure out parts to turn this camera off. But essentially, shorter version of these bolts. Washer on the backside. All right, 3 washers on the backside. And then I was hoping for nylon nuts all the way around. but I might be limited as to what supplies I have here because I do not want to go back into town again. So close to getting doors done. So let me go figure out what parts I can find. And essentially that's easy. Bolt it together. Bring you guys back whenever we get to something new. All right, my friends. I ended up continuing on without recording because, like I said, building 4 doors, not much fun. Last door is over here on the sawhorses, but I did short myself on parts. So this is where I ended. Decided to put a piece up top. Now what I'm going to do is, you'll notice we got a 3-inch and an 1.5 inch piece here. That's because these hinges stuck over just past the edge of a 3-inch piece. So I thought, it doesn't look bad. It's a chicken coop. We'll put a skinny one and a fat one, and then they lock on solid. So I got these 2 doors completely done for opening and closing. You notice the clamp holding them shut right now. I got to figure out latching, but doors are up. Now what I'm going to do is, I have this seam that goes the whole way across the top. What I'm thinking is, what if I get some more of the skinny wood, which I have up in storage, and I just run a bead all the way over from the far left all the way across and just make that a trim piece. Because you might also notice down here you see some 2x6. I did that on purpose. My predator guard is, I'm going to staple it to the bottom of this bottom portion of this 2x6 on the side, have it go down to the ground and out, and then I'm going to put trim all the way around the bottom and screw it in to help hold the predator guard in place, hardware cloth. But then I'll have a trim piece all the way across the bottom. We can paint, maybe put the trim piece all the way up here, don't know. We'll see what the wife has to say. But here's our doors without latching. Homemade doors for someone that doesn't know what they're doing. Swings all the way open like I want. Gonna have to put a latch or something to hold it open so the wind doesn't blow it back and forth. We can open up both sides. Be able to pull my tractor, put the bucket, right here. Sweep all the litter into the tractor bucket. Obviously have to latch both sides, won't I? And then when we're done, close it back up and the chickens are stuck in there. Now we'll obviously have a run out the backside, and we're talking about that, but shoo all the chickens out before you start working in here so they don't start going all crazy outside of the secure area. I should have recorded the trim work. Shoulda, coulda, didn't. For right now, in case we get more storms, latched. Let's check out the other side. Other side is lacking. We have a door to go here. It's built. I don't have the hardware to put it up. I'm going to have to go to town. As much as I don't want to, have to go to town. But same concept, other side, right? We'll have the door somehow latched, swing it open, pull the tractor up, clean everything out, swing it back closed, latch it back up. I did some latches on the cabin skirting video that I think I'm going to mimic that same thing, where I had a little latch that you lifted and then secured it up or dropped the pin into this 2x6. So drill a little hole in this 2x6. So I'm probably going to do that. This will keep the bottom really secure. But these doors are so tall, I'm thinking I'm probably going to do that on the top as well. So have one of those latches, you stick it in the top and bottom, and that'll get one side secure, and then the other side will come up against it and we'll secure the other door to the door that's locked in. So now we have 75% of our doors done. Technically, 75% of our doors hung. We are more like about 92, 93% done because the door is built. We just can't hang it. This is what I was talking about. I have all these 2x4s in here. Those big 5-inch lags go all the way through, and I locked them in from behind. If you look at this side, we step into our chicken coop. These are the 2 5-inch lags on the top side. Are nice and secure with 2 hinges here, or 2 bolts here, 3 bolts, 3 bolts, 2 bolts. Next step done. Put this pressure treated board down. But what we did was put chicken wire, 4-foot chicken wire, so that we have right at the edge of the 2x6, stapled at the top. The floor will help pinch it down more. down the edge, and then it runs underneath the ground, hence why this is all tore up. And then we buried the chicken wire that hangs under. Now, obviously, you can see it slopes. That's 3 foot down there, so only a foot of chicken wire goes out at the bottom. But the top has a whole bunch. Just, I didn't feel like cutting it off. So now we will be able to separate these birds from those birds and have 2 different chicken coops on the bottom side. I think we're going to go into town, call this quits for today, get the hardware we're missing because it's getting late, the sun's almost down, and then we'll finish the other door tomorrow and then start on the floors tomorrow. And we're getting really close to being able to move those black Australorps that are 3 weeks old, I guess now, 4 weeks old. Put those black Australorps on this side and be able to let them start exploring this 100 square foot coop as opposed to the little brooder box they're in. They're getting really big to be in that brooder box. For 9 4-week-old chicks, this is going to be a lot of room. So that's it for today. Whatever today is, we're going to just, can't remember. We're going to call it day 14 and go with that. Catch you all next time.